Hey guys, it's Scenic Blaze Reviews, and I'll be reviewing Scream TV series, Season 3, Episode 1, Part 2, Devil's Night. So basically, in the beginning of the episode, we see the Breakfast Club and Dion at the school. And they're like, who is the killer? Who is he? Who is she? I don't know. And then here comes Beth, and she's like, well, I think we're trapped in a horror movie. And they're like, in a horror movie, what? And she's like, well, I mean, it kind of seems like a horror movie. We might need to abide by the rules in the horror movie playbook. Girl, if I was in a horror movie, I would be watching Chucky, Jason, Annabelle, all of those Stephen King films. Because I want to be the first black woman to survive. Yes. I'd even be watching Us and Get Out. Moving on. After that, Liv's dad tells Liv, you have to stay in the house. Don't go to school. And Liv's like, why not? And Liv's dad is like, I don't like that boy. I don't like that boy Dion. He is bad news. He's hood. You don't need to be around him. And Liv is like, fine, I'll stay here. And then Liv does a modern private eye, like Nancy Drew. And she looks up Dion's name in her dad's police computer. And she looks at his files, and it talks about how Marcus is missing. So then she's like, so what if he's not dead? What if he's alive? Totally Nancy Drew. After that, we see Shane, and Shane has a ghost face mask, and he robs this drugstore and gets medicine for his grandma. And that was just scandalous. It's scandalous, but it's nice at the same time, but still scandalous. For a second, I thought that was Ghostface. I'm like, no, that can't be Ghostface. Like, that just can't be. It doesn't seem like it anyway. Drug dealer, I just don't think of it like that. Then we see Dion, and Dion is doing his football practice and playing with the football. And then we see Jay, and they start playing with the football, doing football. And Jay's like, I know your brother's death is coming up. I know Marcus's death is coming up, my brother. And he's like, that should have never happened. He was too young. And then Dion's like, he wasn't even your brother. He's my twin brother. He was my brother. I should be sad about it. You don't even need to be sad about it. Dion, Marcus was your brother and Jay's brother. Like, you must have a baby in your panties, cause Marcus is both of your brothers, so what are you even talking about? Like, Dion. Then Dion sees Liv, and they meet at this restaurant, and Liv is like, I think your brother's alive. And Dion's like, my brother is not alive because I saw him get killed. He got hooked by Hookman. He cannot be alive. And then Liv is like, well, you ran away, so how would you know? Liv, you didn't have to do him like that, but he did run. He ran green mile, 10 miles, 5 miles, 8 miles. He did run, but still. And then Marcus is like, then Dion's like, fine, I guess, but I just don't think Marcus would be alive after that. Then after that, we see Shane pull up to the school where the Breakfast Club is still at nighttime, and Shane goes into this room trying to give Beth her drugs, and then he gets trapped. And the Breakfast Club traps him, and they put all this carbon dioxide, oxygen, all this stuff in the room, and then Shane passes out. And they're like, so Shane, are you Ghostface? And Shane's like, no, I'm not Ghostface. Why would I be killing somebody? No, I'm not Ghostface. Then, after that, we see Liv walking with Dion. And Liv's trying to walk him to his house. And then Liv's dad pulls up in the police car, and he's like, excuse me, Liv, but didn't I tell you to stay home? Didn't I also tell you not to hang out with this boy? And Liv is like, well, I was just trying to walk him home. And then Liv's dad is like, go into the police car right now. And then after that, Liv's dad has a little dad talk with Dion. And Liv's dad is like, if you don't stop hanging around my daughter, I'm going to give you the dad beatdown. And of course, Dion's like, I don't want that. And then he's like, well, I guess I best be on my way then. I best be on my way. I wouldn't want it either. And after that, we see Ghostface in the school, at the school where the Breakfast Club is, and he goes onto the intercom and he's like, I know where you guys are at. I see you. And they're like, okay, no, let's run. And they start running and hiding. And Amir and Beth hide in a room. And then they start kissing, and I'm saying, what? Hold up, wait a minute. Why are you guys kissing? It's like a serial killer in your school where you guys are at, and you guys are literally kissing right now. You guys should be quiet. You guys should be finding out ways to leave. You guys should be finding out a lot of things, and you're up here kissing. Really? Ugh. Oh my god. Then after that, Kim goes into the room where the intercom is. I don't know why she went in there, it was pretty dumb. And then Ghostface pops up behind her, and she's up here just looking at him like. And then Ghostface gets his knife, and then she starts running. Girl, do you know you would have been 90 steps ahead if you didn't just stare at him? Girl. Then Kim runs, and then Ghostface stabs her. And then here comes Shane, and he gets his gun out. But he doesn't pull the trigger. He gets cold feet. His feet are as cold as ice. He is literally doesn't pull the trigger. Like, he swung and missed. He dropped the ball. Like, he was afraid to shoot. He was afraid. Do you not see Ghostface? Ghostface isn't afraid. He's trying to kill you. And you're up here like, oh. You know what? Suck on an egg. Suck on a freaking egg. Because you could have saved yourself. And you would have been dead. He or she would have been dead. So, you know what? You are icy. You are an icy coward. You are icy. Ooh, Shane. Then after that, Dion gets into the school. And then Dion sees Ghostface outside the window. And Ghostface does. Like, basically Ghostface is saying, I'm watching you. And then Dion's like, what? Like, of course, creeped out. Like, what the heck? Then everyone goes home. And Shane gives his medicine to his grandma. And then he hears a noise, so he goes outside. And then Ghostface calls him. And he's like, I know where you're at. I can see you. And then Shane is like, oh, where are you at? And then he looks at the wall, at this wall, and it says, coward. No, actually, it should be icy coward, because he's an icy coward for what he did. Anyway, then he takes one step to it, and then a ladder falls on him, and then we see Ghostface, and Ghostface stabs him. And then Ghostface puts a needle in his eye and overdoses him, basically, and he's dead. Ghostface was so cool. He was as cool as a cucumber. He didn't give a dang if he killed Shane. He was so cool, butter wouldn't even melt in his mouth. He was so cool with it, he didn't even care. And that's how freaking Shane could have been. Bang! Shoot! And then he would have been dead. And, so you are actually an icy coward. That was an icy coward movie. Actually, if you did not do that, you would have been alive to this dang all day. But you didn't. But still, R.I.P. But you didn't have to do that. You could have shot him, so you wouldn't have been dead. But whatever. My thoughts on this. Ghostface, first of all, Ghostface, why are you doing these extreme deaths? Like, did you really have to do that? Did you really have to put a dang on needle in his eye? He was dead already. He already had a knife in his chest or whatever it was. He already had a ladder fall on him, so why did you have to do all of that? Ugh. Anyway, guys, I'm loving this show. Thank you guys for watching Scream TV series, Eating Blades Reviews. Please push that like button, please subscribe, and please push the bell notifications. Thank you guys for watching, and bye!